Good morning, everybody. So it's a Sunday morning, it's beautifully bright, the perfect day we thought for showing you around our tiny house here in Central Portugal. As I'm sure you're aware, if you've been following us already, that we have got a tiny house in Central Portugal just down the road here, and a little piece of land about 5 minutes up the road there. This video will just show you around our house as it is at the moment, maybe a little bit of an idea of what our plans for the future are with the house, but they'll probably change. We're still working on it, it's still a work in progress. So what I'll do is I'll just show you a little bit down our street and into our tiny house. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the main street which comes into our village. It comes into our land. It's just up this road here. If we go straight forward, or the way we're going to go today is going to go down this road here, which I'll show you around, down our road to our tiny house, which is about halfway down. So I'll just show you that. So we'll come down here. Now this is the Rua Principal, or the main street in this little village. And this leads down to our little house, not so far down here. So we've been here about a week now. We're just temporarily setting up our house just for living in, just to make it a little bit more comfortable whilst we get ourselves organised. And you know, we have a lot on at the moment, is I suppose what I'm trying to say. We're thinking about what we're going to do with both our house and our land, and just trying to get a bit of an idea of what comes first, what comes second. We have quite a lot of priorities, and we're trying to organise those priorities. So yeah, so just coming down now to our house. This is the one here. And yeah, so talking about getting things sort of organised temporarily, what we have done quite quickly from the outside perspective is we've put some fly screens on the windows there and on the door as well, just to keep the mozzies away. And just above here, where the grapevine is growing up, we've just again temporarily put a solar panel just on the roof here. I think the plan at the moment is to put that solar panel up on the roof, just above there. I think that's what our plan in the future will be. But at the moment it was just easier to stick it up on a couple of sticks. And what happens is the solar panel then brings our power in through here and into our house. So what I'll do is I'll go through the fly screen through the front door, and I'll take you in to see Elaine, and we'll see a little bit about our house.
I think Darren's been explaining what we've done outside just quickly and temporarily, and we've been here for only a week, so we have only focused our attention on these two front rooms. We're going to this one here. This is what we're using as our bedroom at the moment. So we've kept it very simple. All we did was sweep it out, get all the spider webs out and the cobwebs and the spiders and the bitey things, and then it's just had a quick coat of paint, just plain white paint, and sort of cleaned the windows a bit. Then we got the mattress from our minibus, and that's down. So on the floor we've got a tarp and a rug, and then the mattress, which Max is now claims during the daytime.
Yeah.
So dead simple, but very comfy.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Better than the tent. Okay, we'll go over. The hallway we haven't really done anything with. We've still got some cobwebs and the odd little living thing, but it is going to get painted out temporarily. But it's a good place to store our shoes, and we have got lots of little rugs that we can just sort of shake out, because we're dragging dirty in all the time from walking, and Max always brings stuff in with him, so dogs do. So this side, this is our sort of camp kitchen. It's our temporary kitchen. Exactly the same again. We swept it all out. I've given it a quick 1 coat of paint, and it just made so much difference. The white paint, as soon as it dried, the light just started to bounce around, and it's just such a much more pleasant atmosphere to be in. The other thing that Darren did, we took the doors off, because the rooms are small, as you can see, just bigger than my sort of span. Then so that's probably 6 feet wide.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Rush hour. 2 vehicles at once.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, so we took the doors off just purely because they were all like this dark paint as well, and the physically the door took up space that we needed, and it just made it feel more open and airy.
Yeah.
So here,
I'll come around this way.
We've literally used stuff that we either brought the last few times that we came since we bought the house, things that we had up in the original minibus, or things that we brought with us from the UK on this journey. So we've got a temporary kitchen set up with our little single camp cooker. So we're still having coffee and making pasta and stir fries, that kind of thing. Got some supplies sort of organised in containers. And then on this side, we've got a little water station set up. So this is our Berkey water filter. So nice fresh water coming out of there. You just fill it in the top section, and then it filters it through into the bottom. And we collect our water from the fountain, which is just across the road. I think one of the few things that we've bought is a bin, because you quickly realise you need to keep yourself very tidy. And then, as Darren mentioned, the wire from the solar panel comes in through the fly screen, through the window, and into our power banks. So at the moment, you may recognise, if you've watched our videos, this is our original one. We've taken this camping, we've taken it in the van, we've had it for years. A real good piece of kit, really, a real good power horse. So just a good worker. And then, because we knew we would need more power now that we're completely not connected to the grid, we bought a bigger one, and this gives us, is it more than twice the power? Yeah, so this is a bit more than twice the power, and a fold out solar panel that is a bit more flexible in where we can place it. But to be honest, the one solar panel that we've got up on the roof with the sun we're getting at the moment is drawing in loads and loads of power.
Yeah.
It's charged everything we need to charge, and still had more power. So, yeah.
We're only using minimal equipment at the moment.
We are, yes. We're not running big gadgets or anything.
No, but you're absolutely right. The sun, we have a 120 watt solar panel on the roof.
Yeah. And yesterday we had 93 watts of power coming in.
That's right.
Yeah. So it charged both of them up during the day, which was brilliant. So, yeah, all we're charging are couple of laptops, our phones. We have 2 USB lights. So this side of the room is set up as our sort of little living area. We've got our comfy chairs out of the van. Darren's got his editing station set up with his laptop. We have a couple of these USB lights. Probably won't look very bright in the middle of the day, but on a night it's more than enough to light everything that we need. And they are being charged by the Bluettis as well.
Yeah.
And that's where the organisation sort of has got to so far. But we'll have a wander down the rest of the hallway and see what's there. Okay, so we said we haven't touched anything here. This will be the next thing to do. Give this all a really good sweep out and then paint this white the same with just a quick cheap emulsion paint, because as you can see, we know, and we've always known, that we have got some rising damp that's coming up these internal walls, because these internal walls are brick as opposed to the stone that we have making the perimeter of the house. So we know we're going to have to sort this out in the bigger long-term scheme, but small steps, we have to go small steps. Okay, so come on in here. This will eventually be our bedroom. At the moment, I'll put this little light on, see if that helps. So this is the biggest room in the house, quite substantially bigger. It's a nice square, but has a little window, and if I hadn't have covered it over with me sort of makeshift fly screen, you will be able to see how deep the walls are. They must be, 60 centimetres deep, because they're the thick stone walls. But this has had nothing done to it at all, other than a quick sweep on the floor, because we're using it for storage. So we've got tools that have been here for quite a while, or ones that we've just recently brought with us. Our big tub of paint, a massive tub of paint.
Yeah.
These are the doors that Darren took off from the front 2 rooms. We have got our little fridge in here. At the moment we're not running it because we just really don't need it at the moment. And then that's it, nothing else is in here. When we get our water from the fountain, we're just storing it in here because this back room is really, really cool. Yeah. So we've got the water that I just got this morning. But this is a really good example. As you can see, the internal walls are made of bricks, and because there's no damp proof course in the house, the moisture from the ground is just getting sucked up by those bricks, and the house must have stood for, we're not really sure how long it's been stood empty, have we? Probably 15 years, maybe it's more, we're not sure. So this is something that we know we're going to have to deal with, and it'll probably mean removing part of the wall, so we'll need some props and remove part of the wall, put a damp proof course down, lay a new floor, and then rebuild that bit of wall back up. But what that also does is gives us a chance to remodel the rooms in here. So, get my trusty light, see if I can show you in here.
Yeah, it's good.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
So this room, when we first bought the house, had a bed in. So it's literally big enough for a double bed and a bit of space to get in and out. No window, no nothing. And it's a real good example again of the work that we have to do here, because there's big holes in the walls here. But ideally what we would like to do with this room is take out this wall to connect it to what we're using as the bedroom, and this will make a nice bigger living room, because this will be our living room eventually, and the window at the front will help to flood some light into this part of the room, and we will block up the doorway that you're looking through.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is the scariest bit. Darren's quite scared about this bit.
Well, I didn't want to show anybody this, did I?
He didn't, no.
I said, are you sure you want to show people this?
Yeah.
It's not too bad, but it is a bit.
It's the first time we've had a proper light to have a good look in here. But this is sort of a tiny little room. It's got a single bed. That is a bed.
I think it was a bed.
It was a bed, yeah.
I'm not going to call it a bed.
With a mattress, the stripy thing back there is a disgusting looking mattress.
Yeah.
It also has a wood burning stove and what looks like a new chimney to go with it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of ridge tiles. They look like ridge tiles for a roof.
Mm.
And if we follow the handprints,
I'll show you the handprints.
going up the wall,
Horrible.
we have access to our loft space.
Yeah.
Now we've never been up there. We've never even looked up there.
No.
So that's quite scary. But we brought our ladder with us. So what we're going to do is clear out the bits that are in here, and then together you and me are going to climb up this ladder, and we're going to look up into that loft space for the first time together. Yeah?
Okay.
We'll be brave. Safety gloves on. In you go.
Oh, lovely. So we're not really going to be using this one first.
Well, just for these little bits,
Oh, gotcha.
I'm thinking,
Right.
yeah. Not sure what's in there. That was the background.
I like this.
It's just something to do.
So this is the wood burning chimney.
Yeah, take that.
I didn't want to show any of this on camera, but I'm showing everything now. No?
It's made of sawdust inside the filling. Just sawdust in the mattress.
There you go, more of them. A few broken ones, unfortunately, but I suppose that's to be expected. Nevertheless, a fair few lovely tiles I'm sure we could use in the kitchen or something like that. Yep. Okay, so that's the room now pretty much cleared. Looking a lot better than it did a few minutes ago. So what's it like up there?
Quite underwhelming.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'll pass the camera up. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. It's going to be a good usable space. It's quite clear. Just lots of dust and a bit of rubble. A stack of new roof tiles in the corner. It goes all the way back. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a usable space. I can see a little bit more daylight on the back corner where we found a couple of tiles missing, and that was like an impromptu thing a year or so ago.
Yeah, so the potential little leak coming in there.
Yeah, so I can sort of see that. But actually, the wall here, this one, like the gable end, is all concreted, and the one that we share with the next house, and they look really solid. They look good, and the roof trusses look good. They're wood, they're just like chunks of tree, but everything looks very dry, very secure.
Excellent.
And straight. You know, you can tell when it's sort of going rotten and it starts to bow and that, but everything's very dry up there. Doesn't look like anything's living here, like there's no bird droppings or anything like that, so nothing's getting in. And there is a good breeze through. I can feel the breeze coming up through the door and up here.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so here we are going down to behind our house now. So we're coming across some other people's land. We met the owner of these pieces of land just the other day. So if we have any, well, he said if we have any problems, just give him a shout. We've got his telephone number. I don't think we will have any problems, to be honest. So just up this way, you can hear Max barking in the background because we've just left him, but we'll go to the back of our house and he'll be able to hear us in a second. Okay, so then this comes up to the rear of our house. Yeah, so here's some grapevines coming through from, as I said, we met the gentleman the other day whose land this is, and he's cleared his vines a little bit for us so we can get a little bit of light coming in the back through our window. So just up the top corner here is where Elaine did an impromptu fix about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We do have a little bit of damp on this side of the house, just over this side, and we think it's due to this tile at the top here, which Elaine's obviously just been in the ceiling, in the roof space, should I say, of the house, and noticed that there is a little bit of extra light coming through there. So we're just going to see if we can fix that, or at least temporarily have a look, see what the issue is just up there. So this is the back of our house and the land. Not our land. Our land is, I don't know, 5 minutes over that way. Yeah. Just sort of in that space there. So this is other people's land. No, we don't have any land actually attached to our house, although there is a lot of land here. So what happens is all of these parcels of land around here just get split up through the generations. You know, one person owns one person owns one piece of land, then it gets split into three pieces for like the three children. You know, those types of things. So the gentleman that owns our piece of land, the piece of land behind us, this one here, he doesn't own this one directly next door, but he owns the one next door to that. So he owns this one, not this one, but this one. But that's the way it tends to work around here. You never really... So I mean, probably originally, way back in time, our house probably was part of this land, and it probably was together, or probably not. Who knows? But yes, so it's a beautiful day today, as you can see. And this is our back, call it our back garden, but it's not ours, technically.
So the little temporary repair was literally just like a couple of slits had slid off. I jammed one in upside down and then fit this other one on top, and they're still there. But I think what we're going to need to do is have somebody like cement them in properly so that they're permanently fixed in place. But other than that, everything else is looking really good. Well, we found that really interesting, especially finding the box of tiles and then going up and seeing the space in the loft area. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, because we had ideas or thoughts of maybe using the loft area. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, even if it's just storage for stuff that you need in the winter, stuff that you need in the summer. Yeah. You know, it looks like a good, usable space.
I haven't been up yet to have a look. You know, I'm gonna have a look. I'll have to have a look on this video to see what's up there.
Yeah.
Same as you guys.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I'm looking forward to having a little wander up and having a look. But a little bit uneventful, as you say.
Yeah, thankfully uneventful.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
In a way.
So we hope you enjoyed the video.
Yes, thank you very much for coming along with us.
Yeah.
And if you're not subscribed and you like what we're doing, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up and turn on the notifications, and it's just the start, the start. You've got to make everything worse before you can make it better, so come along and see what we're doing.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us on this one.
Yeah.
As always, it's a pleasure to have you there.
Yeah, take care, and we will see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.